It seems that it doesn't take much to make me happy. This time I was happy with the package that Reolink sent me. It included the Reolink Home Hub and also two battery-powered solar cameras. And today we are going to look at why I am really happy about this and also why this is so important for any one of you that is using Home Assistant and also Reolink. We'll start in a couple of seconds. Yes, Reolink has sent me the cameras and also the hub free of charge to test them and see if they are worth making a video. And since I am recording a video, it means that they are worth it. Not all the cameras are the same, not all camera manufacturers are the same, not all cameras from the same manufacturer are the same, and this is the case on why this video is important for anybody that wants to have Reolink cameras, unfortunately doesn't have a power adapter nearby or doesn't have a PoE switch that can power the cameras. Yes, it's important because previously we were not able to hook up a Reolink battery-powered cameras to Home Assistant. But there is now a workaround, and best of all, once again this workaround is 100% local. Nothing from your data, from your images, from your streams goes out of your home, all stays in your local network and you have full access and control over it. What is the biggest difference between the 5 streams that you currently see on the screen behind me? We have 2 cameras that are hooked via the PoE. Then we have 2 cameras that are powered but are Wi-Fi. And also we have 1 camera that is solar power battery-based camera, and we see it inside Home Assistant. Don't get me wrong, while the setup is good, I had a couple of issues, I still have an issue or two, and I will share that at the end of the video. Let's start with the unpacking. What I received 5 boxes. First box is of course Reolink Home Hub. There are 2 versions of the Reolink Hub. I received this one, there is also Pro version. Difference between this version and the Pro version is that this one has 2 SD card slots. I received 1 SD card, 256 gigs, but you can also hook up whatever size you want. I think the maximum total combined is 512 gigs and you can have a larger volume, but these are the SD cards. The Pro version of the hub features 1 HDD slot, so you can hook up either the standard disk or the SSD disk and of course expand the storage to whatever disk you can buy. That is the main and the biggest difference between the both of them, but there is also a limitation in terms of how many cameras can you hook up. With this normal Reolink Home Hub, you can hook up to 8 devices. These 8 Reolink cameras can be anything. They can be battery powered, they can be Ethernet cameras, they can be Wi-Fi cameras, they can be PoE powered, but this device only has 1 Ethernet port. To connect your network, it can support only up to 8 cameras. For some of you, this may be a limitation. If this is the limitation, go for the Pro version that can go up to 16 cameras. And this one also has a Wi-Fi network on it, which is something that I didn't expect. That is also one of the issues I am having, or I was having and still am having with this device. So how does this device work? You unbox it, there are 2 cables inside the box. One is the power cable, you hook it up to the power. The other one is the Ethernet cable. You plug in the Ethernet cable, hook it up to your router or your switch, and the device will turn on. In uninitialized state, the light will be red, the light on the front side of the box. You go inside the app, click on a plus sign, scan a barcode on the back side of the device, and the device will be initialized and added to your setup. That's pretty much it. In terms of adding the cameras, and here I will be talking about these cameras but also the other cameras I previously had or I already had inside the system, it is very easy. If you click on the hub where you can configure, but the number of options for configuration are limited. Don't get me wrong, everything you need to set up is still available, but somehow this is not the NVR you were expecting. This is just a local box that allows you to tie up all the cameras you have or you will have inside your setup, that allows local access, local storage, so you don't have to stick the cards inside the cameras themselves and have access to it via the cloud, which of course you can also skip and access it only locally. Make sure that the firmware of the device is updated. Mine wasn't and I was having issues with the connection to Home Assistant. The latest version of firmware fixes it and it now works perfectly. If you already have cameras inside your system, you have to press on the Reolink Home Hub link button inside the Reolink app, and there click on Add Devices. It will allow you option to import currently existing cameras from inside the app that were previously configured and migrate them, remember this word, migrate them to Reolink Home Hub. This also has a negative side. That means that the same camera you had previously set up in your Reolink with usernames, password, etc. will be now migrated to the Reolink Home Hub, but it will break the previous connections. So for example, for me this meant that my previous Home Assistant integrations for those Reolink cameras were not working anymore. But this also means that my Synology that previously had all the cameras hooked up, once again is also not working. Why is that? Because now the system cannot access it the same way it was accessing it before, it needs to go through the hub. And I still haven't tried to fix this and get those cameras that are currently inside Reolink Home Hub to be also inside the Synology surveillance station. But the good or the positive side is that if the cameras are pre-configured, if you do end up adding them to the Reolink Home Hub, this is actually just 2 clicks away. Adding new cameras is almost the same process. You go inside the app, click on Home Hub, click on plus sign, scan the QR code and then continue with the standard setup process. Here you have 2 options, if the camera is already hooked up to your network or if the camera is not hooked up to your network. Here comes the fun part with the Wi-Fi network. This one is featuring once again 2.4 and also 5 GHz network, but it has different IP range and also is completely controlled via the Reolink Home Hub. You have option to either hook up Argus cameras, the cameras that are included in the kit and that I will be mentioning in just a couple of seconds, either through your standard home Wi-Fi network or directly to the network of this Home Hub. It is recommended, or I think that it is recommended, that devices are hooked up to this Home Hub, but that means also that the range of the Home Hub is something that will deeply impact if this camera is for you or not. If you can position the camera in such a way that it is not too far and that it can use the hub itself, it will work perfectly, such as this bottom left camera. But the picture behind my back is missing, and that is the second camera that is just at the edge of the Wi-Fi network. It means that 1 second it is inside the network and in another second it is offline. And that is the biggest issue I'm having with the Home Hub. I will not be going into too much technical details about the camera. The link to the camera to shop to everything will be down in a video description below. So the cameras are good. They are 360 or 355 degrees cameras with a 150 degree tilt. They are both day and night cameras. They have infrared inside them. They also have a light inside them. They are quick in terms of the response. You can pre-position presets for the position of the camera, where the camera is looking, everything that you can do with the normal pan tilt cameras. The good thing about them is that they do not require any kind of a power because they are battery powered. I've been testing them for 10-15 days now, and although we did have a couple of rainy days without sun, the batteries are always at 100%. I should also note that the solar panel is positioned in such a way that no sun can reach the solar panel until it is noon or later in the day. But still the cameras are at 100%. Even that camera that is out of range. Once again, I will not be going into too much technical details of the camera. It's a 4K camera, it's a color night camera, but it can also switch to black and white night mode. It has infrared, it has spotlight, it has everything that other pan tilt cameras have. So why would you buy a Reolink Hub if you already have cameras or if you are planning to buy cameras? One good thing about this hub is, yes, it's 100% local, yes, everything stays inside the SD card or on the SD card, but it also features the same alarm that the cameras have, so you can have notifications inside your home or alarms triggered based on the cameras outside. You can create scenes, for example at home, away or night mode, where if there is a person detected by any of those cameras, and even those battery powered cameras have person, pet and vehicle plus motion detection. So even the battery cameras can trigger the alarm if they see person outside your home during the night. and it will trigger the alarm inside this Reolink Home Hub. Okay, here I will stop talking about the cameras and Home Hub, and I will be talking about Home Assistant. As you can see in this setup, I have a Reolink Home Hub with 7 devices. 6 of them are cameras and one is of course the Home Hub, plus I have one separate camera. So let's talk about the bad thing and the good thing once again. If you already had camera set up and you add them to Home Hub, you will lose that integration or standalone integration for each of the cameras. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it is a bad thing. The bad thing is, like in this case here, if the cameras are located far away because this is a summer house, you set up everything, then you go back home and then try to migrate camera from Reolink Home Hub back to the Reolink app, so that you can add them individually to Home Assistant. No, you cannot do that on the distance. You will have to reset the camera and do the setup once again, which is something that I did for this side entrance camera. So once the cameras are moved in the app, there is no way for them to be moved back to use the same or previous credentials, usernames and everything you have set up. You will have to reset them up once again. That's, in my opinion, bad, and I really hope that in the future we will be able to move the devices from Home Hub back to Home Assistant as individual devices. But even with that, everything works nice. So we have 6 cameras, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it looks like I know how to count, and one Reolink Home Hub integration. If we click on Reolink Home Hub, we will get the information about Home Hub. You can set up the internal volume or alarm volume. We can see if the firmware is up to date or not, and remember, it really is recommended or it's mandatory for you to update the firmware. Message volume, because it can play also messages. If you want to restart, scenes which are currently not pulled but also I haven't set them up inside the app itself. LED on the front, the round LED, if you want status LED on or off. Plus we can see the diagnostics, the SD card storage, which is currently at 83%, and we also have all the connected devices. And this one is, as I said, the Argus PT Ultra, or the camera that I received inside the kit. Remember, this is battery-powered camera. We can control the floodlight, we can start the guard mode, we can move it down, up, left, right, or move to any preset location, for example, this one here. We can turn on or off the siren, and we also have sensors. I already mentioned animal, person and vehicle, plus motion that can, for example, be the tree or leaves or wind or whatever. You have ability to see fluent stream. Fluent stream means that the resolution is a bit lower, but you can still see everything. And also you can start the clear stream. But remember, you can have issues with the clear stream. Clear stream is heavy on the data usage, and that means that if there is a bad Wi-Fi connection between the hub and the camera, while the fluent stream will work, you will have issues with the clear stream, like in this case here. This is not the problem with integration, this is the problem because it tries to switch to 5G network, and for example 5G network, there at that position, is not working that well. Besides that, we also have a lot of configuration options, same as with other normal or non-battery powered cameras. AI animal sensitivity, person sensitivity, vehicle sensitivity, day-night mode, should it be auto, color or black and white, email on event, but you do need to set up the email service, is the firmware up to date, floodlight mode, auto or off, floodlight brightness, FTP upload, guard return. It means that it will return to the guard position when this timer runs out, guard position set, hub alarm ringtone, it can be any of those sounds here, hub ringtone on event, infrared lights on night mode, manual recording, peer sensitivity because it has motion sensor inside, calibrate the PTZ, push notifications on, record audio, siren on event, status LED volume plus 10 disabled entities. In terms of diagnostics, we have information about battery, sleep status, but also battery state and the battery temperature. If you're interested to see how the setup process goes inside Home Assistant, 3 dots, delete, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that everything will be working because this site is far away. Delete, and everything is gone. As you can see, it was automatically discovered. Just click on Add, type in the password that you previously set, the default account is admin, and click on Submit. It will take some time because it needs to connect to Hub, it needs to pull the data, then it also needs to connect and pull the data from all the cameras. And here it is. We can select now areas, click on Finish, and everything is set up. We have one camera that is independent of the Reolink Home Hub and other cameras that are inside Reolink Home Hub. If we click on Devices, we will see the list of the cameras that have been added through the app directly to Home Hub and of course Home Hub device here. The big question is of course, is it worth buying this kit from Reolink that includes the hub and also two cameras? For 400 euros or 320 euros after the 80 euro discount, you get a Reolink Home Hub with the SD card plus two Reolink battery-powered solar 4K cameras, which in my opinion is very good deal. If you want, of course, you can buy hub separately for only 100 euros. And 100 euros for hub like this is, in my opinion, a really good deal. You get local semi-NVR that allows you to hook up everything to that device and then access that device externally if you want, or also hook it up to your smart home. Plus, of course, it can also be hooked up to other assistants, for example, one from the Google or from the Amazon. Or you can, of course, go for some other deals. For example, this other deal features 4 cameras, or the one that includes Argus 3 Ultra cameras that are a bit cheaper. Pros are that it works out of box, it's very easy to set up, it's very easy to maintain, it's very easy to create scenes, to set up alarms, to play with sensitivity, triggers, inclusion zone, exclusion zones, privacy zones, etc. etc. The bad thing, or something that can be a bad thing, is the range of the internal Wi-Fi network, ability or inability to expand on that network. That means that the cameras that are Wi-Fi battery powered need to be as close as possible to this hub. And also, as I said, one of the negative sides, in my opinion, is inability, or that you are not able to migrate devices from within hub back to the app without the factory reset. I really do hope that you did find this video interesting, and if you did find this video interesting, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really means a lot to me, but it also helps with the YouTube algorithms. If you have any kind of a comment, question, idea or suggestion, you can always pop it down in a comment section below. Apologies if I'm late with answering them, but I will eventually answer them all. Next week, due to, as I said, too many devices laying around and waiting for me to review them, there will be 2 review videos. Actually, one will not be review because it will be focused on Home Assistant, but it is kinda a review of already reviewed devices. And the second one will be review of one new device. Before I end up the video, as always, I want to say thanks to all those wonderful people that are supporting me and that have become YouTube channel members. Thank you all for all of your support. But let's not forget each and every one of you who has watched, shared, liked or commented on my videos. Thank you. If you too want to support the channel, you can do so by clicking the join button down below and becoming a YouTube channel member for only €2 or $2 per month. Or you can go to my merchandise store, no, this is not my merch, and get something there. Last but not least, as always, you can send me super thanks and I will be super thankful for that. I will be seeing you next time. Until then, bye bye and have fun.